Hey guys, welcome back to Dirt Obsession, the show where ATVs rule and side-by-sides can suck it. Of course I'm joking, but go ahead and finish those angry comments about how we're just too broke to afford side-by-sides. Because today's video is about the top-of-the-line, ultra-premium, remortgage your house and sell a kidney kind of ATVs, as we cover some of CanAm's premium options and lineup changes, as well as the Polaris Sportsman XP1000 Ultimate Trail and CFMOTO's Overland in a deep dive into the problem with premium ATVs. Let me first say, premium ATV options can be the right machine for some people. When I refer to premium options, I'm talking about top-of-the-line packages that typically come with upgraded features or factory-added bolt-ons that can, in some cases, increase capability and performance. I also don't mind when manufacturers offer premium editions as long as there's still a base model option that discerning buyers can upgrade according to their personal taste and priorities. Smaller displacement options from Polaris and CanAm fit this mold, along with the Yamaha Grizzly XTR that we recently tested. Most manufacturers offer some sort of premium or special edition model, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. But we've noticed a trend of relative modesty from Japanese manufacturers, offering premium colors, wheels, and in some cases tires, with comparatively moderate price increases, while their North American counterparts employ a tactic of bolting it all on and charging top dollar. And what they've ended up with aren't all created equal, even when there are some price similarities. My beef with premium ATVs isn't merely the fact that they exist. Sometimes premium features in a package can save you money if you're prioritizing the features that they come with, and I will crown the ones I believe to be the best value, so stay tuned for the top pick. A lot of the features truly make machines better. CanAm offers some of the best suspension in the utility and sport utility game with their Fox Podium shocks. The Grizzly XTR is always arguably the coolest looking ATV on the market. The CFMOTO Overland has some seriously serious cargo capacity, and the Sportsman XP1000? Well, that one just kind of epitomizes everything wrong with premium editions in my opinion. My first issue with premium options is the price, and it's not that I don't think they're worth it. I've dumped more money into building my Raptor 700 than what most of these machines cost. My problem with the price is that the manufacturers are making your choices for you based on cheapest bidders, which takes some of the fun out of customizing a machine to your own personal preference. This wasn't so much an issue just a few years ago when you still had the option of a base model, but Polaris and CanAm have since dropped the base models from the largest displacement sizes in their lineups, so customers are forced into the premium packages if they want the most power they can get. This is absolutely tragic in my opinion, because there's almost always better parts available in the aftermarket than what the manufacturers are bolting on. The most egregious culprit of these arbiters of choice has to be Polaris. With no base model Sportsman XP1000 in the lineup, customers are forced to go with the $15,499 Ultimate Trail. The Ultimate Trail, formerly known as the Premium Edition, added 27-inch Enduro tires, LED lights, brush guards, painted springs, and a 3,500-pound winch over the base model, and more recently has added multi-select power steering, a feature available on all Sportsmans now, which is a change that occurred after the base model left the lineup. For what you're getting, the price is pretty steep. The last time the base model was available in 2019, it was listed at $12,199. It's very safe to say that if it were available today, it would be right around 13 grand. So those added features cost about $2,500. At the new price of $15,499, I still think some folks would opt for the available features of the Ultimate Trail. But Polaris's Ultimate Series bumpers, which were previously and more appropriately referred to as brush guards, aren't truly deserving to be called bumpers. And believe us, we know. The Duro tires would be my last choice, because they're really underwhelming even compared to the old Vipers that used to come on the Premium Edition in 2017 and 2018. LEDs are an inexpensive and easy swap for most guys to do on their own, and painted springs are a little silly to even highlight as a feature because they're all painted. So really the only thing I don't take issue with is the winch. And there's just better options out there for everything that Polaris adds. HMF makes a much better bumper, and there's a million better tire options, including the ITP Terracross tires that come on the Outlander. So only having the Ultimate Trail Edition available is really forcing the hand of the guys who want the 952cc 90 horsepower ProStar engine. I take less issue with CFMOTO's Overland. They had arguably more and better features, including the wheel and tire combo of CST clincher tires and beadlock wheels, the extended chassis, bash plates, and all the storage at a lowered 2022 price of $9,999. Now that is essentially last year's price, so we'll see how inflation impacts soon, but I still expect it to be thousands less than the Sportsman XP1000. Buyers should be aware that it isn't nearly as powerful as other 1000cc ATVs at 79 horsepower, but I'd say the power is more than adequate for its intended purpose. Still, it would really be nice to see a sub $10,000 base model in 2023. CFMOTO does offer one in the UK with the extended chassis and passenger seat, which isn't my personal cup of tea, but I know some of our viewers prefer the extended chassis. Next up is CanAm, and they really offer the most impressive premium packages. So an Outlander or Renegade would be top of my list for a 1000cc premium ATV. The Outlander 1000R in XTP trim comes in at $15,499, or the XXC trim at $15,899, and they really do come pretty well equipped. The XTP has Fox Podium 1.5 QS3 shocks, 14-inch beadlock wheels with ITP Terracross tires, a front and rear bumper that are more stout than the brush guards on the Sportsman, a winch, a hitch receiver, and handguards. The XXC has the same Podium RC2 shocks that come on the Renegade 1000 XXC, and it's truly built for extreme riding, with the same wheel and tire setup as the XTP, but it upgrades to a super beefy front bumper, as well as full bottom skid plates and raised foot pegs instead of the winch and rear bumper that are on the XTP. In my opinion, CanAm has really built their premium editions right, and the XXC Outlander would probably be my choice of 1000cc premium machine for the riding that I personally like, even over the Renegade 1000 XXC. The primary reason for choosing an Outlander XXC over the Renegade, in my opinion, is the additional mud protection from the wider front fenders, a little bit of storage space in the back, and the rear rack. The Renegade is an awesome looking machine for sure. But if I'm going to ride one of these behemoths, I'd at least want a little bit of practical functionality. I can also say CanAm seems to be at least listening to customers' feedback by making consistent improvements more often than the competition. The most recent example being the new LED lights and adjustable engine braking. I've criticized adjustable EPS and engine braking in recent videos for being a bit of a crutch for less than perfect features, but if it isn't dialed in exactly, at least making it adjustable offers riders a choice. Still, the last time we grabbed an Outlander 1000, it was a base model, so it does kind of suck that it's gone, because with the heat that all these machines create now, my first priority is going to be a fuel optimizer that will alleviate the lean running condition that creates all that extra heat. I also know that even though we like some of the tire options on these machines we listed here, not everyone does, so sometimes cheap factory rubber that you don't mind disregarding is a good thing. So while premium machines can offer some bang for your buck, or more accurately, a lot of bang for a ton of bucks, the problem with premiums is the astronomically high starting prices that are driving customers away. We like customizing our machines to our personal taste, and we know a lot of you like to do the same. But you can't ride the biggest and baddest anymore without shelling at least north of $16K after taxes and fees. And that just sucks. Of course, we haven't even scratched the surface on all of the premium options. Polaris has the ultra-capable S models for a hair under $18K that no one else on the market competes with, and the best extended chassis 2-up options have to be the CanAm Max XTPs that can run you nearly $17K. With prices like that, it's no wonder why we're seeing more CFMOTOs on the trails every weekend. Anyway, that's my ATV rant for today. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. We'll see you next time right here on Dirt Obsession.